Hey, welcome to Machinery D. I want to take a minute and show you my tool system for the back of this truck. A little backstory on me. I used to have a heating and air company. I still do it part-time, and I had a service truck. See if I can put a picture of it up here. And so when I quit doing heating and air full-time, the truck sat and I sold it. There for a while I drove over the road. I had a trucking authority, and so I didn't need the service truck. I sold it. I bought this dually, and I wanted it because I wanted a diesel. The other truck was V10. This is a Lariat. I wanted power locks because my kid was young and taking her in and out of the truck all the time with manual locks and manual windows. I just wanted a little nicer truck. And plus I didn't like not having a parking brake. This is automatic. I missed a 6-speed, but anyway, at least it has park. Let me get to the moral of the story. I went from having a utility bed truck, which I absolutely love, 9-foot utility bed, but I couldn't pull my gooseneck trailers, so that was another thing about this. I can pull a gooseneck, but I didn't have that much tool storage. I thought, well, I don't need that much tool storage because I'm not doing heating and air anymore. Well, now I've kind of went back to doing it some. And I'd planned on putting a utility bed on this truck, but time and money gets away from a person. So I want to show you what I did instead. And it actually, and a little lube there. It actually works really well. Let me open this up to shine a little light on the situation. There's a product on the market that sells these made of plastic, and they work just fine, I'm sure. But they're like, I don't know, $1,500 or something. So all this is 2 boxes. Let me see if I can find a tape here. 2 boxes, and let's see. Come here. Can't use a tape measure when I'm on camera. 51 inches wide, 8-foot lumber that I didn't even cut. This 8-foot bed truck. And the reason I made 2 boxes and not a 3rd box is because I pull gooseneck often. And now, kind of like a Western hauler bed, I have a little, whatever you call it, cut out for the gooseneck bowl. A little trough, if you will. But my HVAC tools slide in this tote. That's my kind of everyday hand tools for my HVAC stuff. And let's see here, shoddy camera work. That is 14 3/4 between them. Essentially, whatever I said, 51 on the outside, and then each one of these boxes is 18 1/4. That's the measurement I came up with. That's just so I can clear the tie downs, the safety chain tie downs on the gooseneck. Like I said, they're full 8-foot long, so that's an 8-foot board. Didn't even have to cut it. That's an 8-foot piece of plywood, and then there's a board across the front. So what I like about this is I can still easily get to my gooseneck ball. These totes just luckily fit almost perfect in the middle. I can still run a 4-wheeler up on here. I can still set a pallet on here. And as you see, I was doing some work the other day, need a shovel and level and stuff. All that stuff's up here. But I can still get to my tools. Keep my hitches and stuff down there, straps there, sheet metal tools there. But here's the dandy part of it. A full 8-foot long tray. This is kind of my HVAC side, screws, tape, sandpaper, different HVAC stuff. Put that back. Then let me show you. I can set that up there if I pull a gooseneck, or I can take it out of the way, hook the gooseneck back up, and slide it back in the back where it is there. I don't know where that toe come from, but it fits just right. And this is my kind of mechanic side. Everything is easy access. I was going to put a utility bed on this truck, but you know, I built this for like $100. 5 2x6s, a sheet of plywood, box of screws, and then 2 3x8 sheets of metal. I've actually got it doubled here, so it's doubled up thickness on the sides for strength. Yeah. And when I put it all together and roll the tarp down, it's secure and it's weather tight. So there's a company that makes one of these, like I said. You see them advertised all the time. A plastic version of this, and there's nothing wrong with that, but $100 versus, I think they're like $1,500-1,200 bucks, something like that. Anyway, hope you like this. Maybe it can help somebody if they want to build themselves one. And any more questions about it, let me know. Thanks for coming to Machinery D. Thank you, goodbye.